See, that's like the Soprano thing. It's like my first role, I was an old lady, and it's like if you're a male voice that can like stand up and breathe,
They're like Don Giovanni.
they're like Conrad Birdie, get on up there, and the kid's like,
He's the one. Hi guys, welcome to Navigating the Break. My name's Cameron Kidd. I'm a soprano.
I'm Caden Cole. I'm a baritone.
And this is our podcast, Navigating the Break. This is crazy. We're just
So what
glad
are we
to be
doing?
here.
We've transcended normal human
people.
and become person with a podcast.
Yeah. Kind of
So-
gross, but also exciting. Kind of cringe.
So
but I'm a fan. But I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. So what are we doing here? I mean,
God, well,
how do we
navigating
get
the
here?
break.
How do we get here?
Like, well, we went to music school. We learned how to navigate our breaks when singing.
Well,
And now we're young artists, and we're trying to
Young.
navigate the other break, which is figuring out this
Figuring
industry.
everything out, yeah.
Figuring out the industry.
yeah. So we're here,
Yeah.
and we should talk about this. This is how we know each other.
Yeah.
Cameron Kidd is the famous Cameron B. singing, the TikTok famous, which is different than normal.
Hey.
But
Hey, you're nice.
So
You're nice.
like in music school, I was like sad. You know, it's 2020 or 2021 or whatever. You know, and everybody's by themselves. So I was like, you know, in my bedroom in my apartment, scrolling TikTok, and came across Cameron making opera stuff. And at this point, I wasn't even doing opera. I mean, I was doing a little bit of art song. I was like, what is this? What is this girl making stuff about? So yeah, and then I was like, in your live, and
Yeah,
like,
I used to go
hey.
live all the time, like all the time in 2020. That was like kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found you through that.
Yeah.
And then we met in person.
Yes.
And
Because we were in a show together.
Yeah. And quickly I asked you
Chicago.
to be in an opera in my hometown
Mm-hmm.
with the company that I started with my best friend Elijah Harrison Burke.
King.
Yeah, we did the
King.
magic flute, and we
Yes.
put it together.
For Centralia Opera.
Yeah, and we met doing a show in Chicago, like in person, but had known each other through TikTok.
Exactly.
And so through that we sort of became friends.
Yeah.
And we realized that, you know, we both are really trying to be critical about how things go, and
In this industry, in opera.
Yeah, and part of that was, I started an opera company in Centralia, Illinois, with my best friend Elijah, who also grew up there and studies music now. Basically, as a way, the first thing was wanted to give back to the community that we grew up in and foster singing, because it's a small town with not very many opportunities for studying singing at all, let alone classical music. So we were doing that, and then also putting together this magic flute, and desperately looking for a queen of the night. And I knew Cameron, and it was like the third time that we like met in
each other.
person.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, do you want to come to my hometown
And I
and
was
be the
like,
queen of the night in the magic flute?
Yeah,
And
girl.
you were like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Let me look at my calendar.
No, I'm so serious. I pulled it up right there before the rehearsal started.
But you knew me from TikTok, but
Yes,
also
I
from
recognized you.
the video.
Yes, Caden made a video on
made.
The Yak Tracker Facebook group, which
Yep.
some of y'all are probably in. And it was a video about how to find the public tax records of any pay to sing.
How to find the tax records of nonprofit public charity organizations, specifically the pay to sings and summer programs, so you can see how much of your $5,000 tuition is going straight to the pockets of like two people that run the thing.
Yeah. always important to look at. We can
yeah.
talk about that on another day.
So that's kind of what we're going to try to do with this. We're going to try to find the things that maybe don't work so well and talk about how they can work so well and be real about it.
Keep it real. We're here
be
to keep it real
about it. Nobody's
We're not
real.
afraid.
Nobody's real.
No one's real.
You did the
We're not real.
well. You did the and I'm here to talk about the people that are making opera content that is like,
well,
you know,
it's like, it's important that we're all here, like we're all showing up with our own voices, but there are certain things that are going untalked about, and I think it's because there's like fear surrounding it, and like,
yeah, we don't care.
Yeah,
I'm about to quit.
A, not true. B, but like also it's like, well, let's keep it real. Like some people are afraid to admit that they've ever wanted to quit at any point, and I think that's like completely denying the harsh realities of like, I think it's normal and healthy to ponder quitting. Like to have said like, oh, if you've ever thought about doing anything else, you shouldn't be here. Not true. We are of the belief that that is not true. And whether you're like a seasoned opera person watching this, a degular person watching this, if you're here, hey, or if you're like even in undergrad or like thinking about doing a degree in music in any capacity, or thinking about having classical music in your life in any way, classical singing in your life in any way, like we're just kind of here to yap about what's going on in the industry, what's topical, what's critical, what's not being said, and we're just here to talk about it and laugh and cry through all of it, and that's what we're about.
And hopefully us talking about it can open up and give people the courage to also talk about it, and give people the courage to make their own stuff.
Yes.
And sing because you love to sing, and not
that's
because
the only reason.
Not to feed into the system that is so difficult in so many ways.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about how it's difficult, and if that gets well, I won't speak for you, but if that gets me in trouble, I'm okay with that. If I speak truth and somebody has a problem with that and doesn't cast me or whatever, I don't want to sing with them anyways. I want to sing because I like to sing, and I'm going to do that, you know. And
you know what? If there's any way I feel, it's like I love singers and I love classical music people, and like I care more about like supporting those people that I'm in community with anyway. Like, and if this helps someone else feel seen, then like I'll have done what I wanted to do, whether that's singing on a stage or not. I just love my community and my people that like to sing, because I like to sing too. But like you said, if they wouldn't want you because you like spoke honesty to something, do you want to sing with them anyway? Yeah. But again, we want to be able to talk to you guys and see y'all's thoughts. So if there's like things you resonate with, it's like just leave a little comment. We can maybe talk about it in the next episode. Speak some more light on it. Like,
that's we're gonna figure out something to where we can take voice memos or voicemails or call in or something like that and talk about real stuff.
Absolutely,
that's going on.
We want it to be more of a chat.
And give people the courage and the avenue to say, hey, here's this thing that's going bad, and we can make it better. We can make it better.
Chat or recooked. Caden, what got you into music? I feel like our journeys are different.
They're so different. Cool. They're so different. Mine is soprano rage bait.
Perfect.
It's so good.
Give it to him.
It's so good. Well, I started I started in high school, but I started doing plays and musicals and stuff like that because I just wasn't doing and was just bumming. And then one of my friends who had done the play, this was my sophomore year of high school, was like, hey, Caden, you should do the play. I'm like, no, I'm not a stage person.
No.
But they convinced me, and I did the school play, and I was like, fine, I'll do it, but I want a small part. I don't want to do a lot. And then I was Captain Hook in Peter Pan at the Centralia High School production of Peter Pan 2016.
God, actually, I didn't know that it was for Captain Hook.
Maybe, yeah.
Call him.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I can be like Wendy's dad, that comes on. And but then I realized that I really liked that, and So I did the musical, and I hadn't really sung. Like, I grew up in church, but it was like mumbling along with the congregation.
Yes.
Like, God is an awesome God. You know,
Yes, can you give us nothing?
you know, it's like you sing, but like not loud enough for anybody to hear you.
Period.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, started doing musicals and did the choir, but then I was like really, really dissatisfied because the choir sucked.
Yeah.
Sorry to anybody that's negative that I just hurt their feelings.
Well, why did you hate
but
it?
It sucked. It sucked. But
Is in the no. Need the deets. Why did it suck? I need to know. So was it like just you hate it? Is it like, oh, I'm in high school and I don't want to show up to second period and sing, or was it like the choir sucked, or was it like?
Well, we would go to choir class and then just like talk about the musical, and I was like, I want to sing, or like talk about the play.
That's
I was
real.
like, I want to sing. So Elijah Harrison Burke,
Our King Elijah.
Yeah, the episode is Elijah. It's Elijah based. We should have Elijah on sometime, and his mustache.
He would be a wonderful guest.
He would be so good.
You know how some podcasts they have like one of us is like gone or something, like
Yeah,
Bald and Beautiful,
yeah, that would be
Katya's gone, they
fun.
have on a guest instead. You could do one
That
with
would be
Elijah.
fun. Yeah,
I'll let him sit in my spot. That's fine.
Yeah.
He wants.
Anyways, yeah. So I was like super dissatisfied with that. So Elijah, well, I saw a video of the Newfangled Four, the Barbershoppers watching the Newfangled Four. You might actually know them too. They
Really?
did the Hello My Baby Through Time. And,
Did it like pop off in the 2010 YouTube space?
Yeah, and they also did the Barbershop All Star. Somebody once told me.
Yeah, that one
so
I know.
So you probably know them.
That
So
I know.
I saw this video, and I was like, oh, that looks like fun. I know somebody that sings really low, Elijah. I was like, and I know somebody that sings really high, Zach Dagley, who's like my favorite person.
I haven't met him yet, have I?
No, he's like my favorite real person, like not music person. Yeah, well, he like sang and then became an electrician.
Like, we say that, but
he's
we
like
know we all get
awesome,
it.
you
Like,
know.
yeah. He's real.
But anyways, but he sings really high.
Love
I was
that.
like, and we can find a fourth person.
Yeah.
Connor Lawrence, who is a musician now, but is like a tuba player. But anyways, I just made a group chat and was like, hey guys, we should do that. And so we did, and we were not very good, but we had a lot of fun, and I think we were funny. I think we were funny. Sometimes the audience laughed.
Half the time, that's what the audience needs.
And we were definitely funnier than we were like good at singing at the time.
That's half the
I need to
battle.
show you the CD sometime.
I do want to see. I would love.
But yeah, so I did that, and then realized that, and we were singing like nursing homes and doing like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was super fun, and I realized that I really liked it. So, you know, in Centralia, you look around at all the people that like to sing, and they became music teachers. So I was going to go to community college. I was going to go to the community college that I teach voice at now. But I had this girlfriend, and she dumped me, and I got really sad.
Well.
So I asked.
Change of plans.
So I asked one of my best friends. I was like, who I actually grew up with. We went to kindergarten together all the way through, and I was like, hey, where are you going to college? He's like, I'm either going to Southern Illinois University Edwardsville or Southern Illinois University Carbondale. And I was like, great. They both have music education programs. You pick. So we went to Southern Illinois University Carbondale, and I got my degree in music ed. And this is how I got into opera, which is really funny, which is very, very funny. So the school was doing an opera. It was Lennox Berkeley's A Dinner Engagement. It had like six or something mezzos and sopranos in it, and one baritone. And they were like, we need a guy that sings. And I was a guy that sings. So they asked me to audition, and I came in. I sang, I think, like some sort of golden age musical thing. Like, I was doing some art songs, but at the time, but like nothing really. Mm-hmm. And I did that, and I regret that I totally didn't take it seriously. I mean, I was prepared and stuff, but I like missed rehearsals just because I was like, it's like awful. It was like awful. And then I did the show, and I was like, hold on. this is really cool.
Cute.
This is really cool. So I was like starting to like opera more.
Yeah.
And this is like the biggest rage bait that like makes people
Lay
mad.
it on 'em. Well, you're self-aware. You look back and you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like huge baritone privilege. I was in this choir in Paducah, Kentucky, and one of the sopranos who is like, I don't know, I'm not. She's like one of the people in charge of it.
Wait, how'd you get to Kentucky?
I was in Carbondale. Kentucky's an hour away from Carbondale. Yeah, that's why I say I'm from the Kentucky part of Illinois. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Closer to Kentucky than Chicago.
I'm not down there.
That's why I have this accent. I hear myself and I'm like, who invited Colonel Sanders? You know,
you're looking at the waves. You're like, I see my accent in the sound waves.
Yeah.
No, that's like I've lived in Illinois my whole life, but it's totally different. Where you're
Centralia
had no idea it was that.
Centralia is about 2 hours
cool.
from Kentucky, and
well,
then
that makes sense. Did you drive the
Carbondale.
hour to go to that choir? Okay,
yeah, we carpooled. It was like a professional choir. We got paid like $20 or $25 a call, which is the highest paying choir in that
absolutely
100-mile radius, which is really funny. but no, it was seriously a great choir. Good. And some of the best people. Good
choral experiences will change your life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so I was doing that, and I was like starting to like really sing at that point, but I never like imagined that I would be an opera singer. I was like, maybe I'll be in a couple more operas like through school, and but that was it. And like my first aria was De Vieni alla finestra from Don Giovanni, and I was like, I really love singing this. It would be so cool to play this role at some point in my life. And anyways, one of the sopranos from this choir, she was like, "Hey, Caden, you should audition for this new like summer festival program thing. It's totally free. All you need to do is send in one video." I'm like, okay, cool. And they were doing Don Giovanni. I was like, oh, that would be so cool to like go in and like be in the demon chorus, Yeah. And maybe if I'm really lucky, I can like cover Mazzetto or something like that. And so I was like, I don't want to sing De Vieni alla finestra because it's like a 2-minute thing. It doesn't show much. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to learn Se vol ballare from Marriage of Figaro. Yes. So I learned it in like a day, like 2 days, and then recorded it with the pianist from my church choir job at the time, who Anita Hutton is the best. Anita from the
love
the
Anita.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's a great pianist.
But
she
anyways,
came and did stuff for Centralia Opera.
Yeah. So she played, and we recorded it like either before or after church choir rehearsal, and I sent it off. And that summer, my choir was doing a like study abroad thing. We went to Ireland, and I sent this video off and didn't think about it at all. We did this study abroad thing in Ireland, and then Coley, who's my wife now, who was my girlfriend at the time, was like, we should go to France because I've always wanted to go, and you can get like a $60 plane ticket, And so we did that, and then we got engaged in France.
So crazy. Great idea.
And she's a painter, and
Hi, Coley.
She's probably not going to watch this. She might. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Love you, Coley.
But she's the best. She's really the best.
Sidebar I want to add about Coley, she single-handedly costumed all of us for Magic Flute and made it all look so
she's
kick-ass.
insane. Yeah, she's the only reason that
they sourced all the costumes.
She's the only reason that anything in Centralia Opera looks good. Like
she's a powerhouse.
Anything that you see, like the website and the promo stuff, she's the best.
Literally.
And she teaches, Coley should come on sometime.
I'd love to have her.
Philip.
Just the four of us.
Yeah, we can have
get 2 more mics.
Yeah, we can have
It's like we're both gone.
Philip and Coley can talk about how awful it is to be in a relationship with people that have a podcast.
Perfect.
But anyways, yeah. So we went, and then we got engaged, and then the next day I get this email that was like, oh, and the program was called Mozart in the Knobs, by the way, because it was in Floyd Knobs, Indiana. I know it's a funny name, Mozart in the Knobs.
No, Mozart I've heard of this.
Yeah, probably just for me, because it lasted 1 year and then it kind of fizzled out, and I don't know if they're planning on like starting it again.
Okay,
but
gag.
Yeah, I don't know. They're those guys are great. But anyways, I got this email that was like, Caden Cole, we want to offer you the role of Don Giovanni in Don Giovanni, and I was like,
holy shit!
I've done like at the time I had done the one English opera, and I was like, I understudied Bob in Old Maid and the Thief or whatever, and
people never do that show. That's fun.
Yeah, and then and I was like a shepherd in Amal and Ivan.
Yeah,
like, I was like in the chorus.
Ever.
Yeah, so I had done like barely 3 operas, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna learn this giant thing all in Italian, and
wow.
Yeah, and I was so surprised. I did not expect that. Like I didn't think I was singing very well at that point either. Mm-hmm. And my teacher at the time helped me learn it, and I was like in the practice room for like 5 and 6 hours a day, because I had like, once we got back from France, which we spent like 5 days or 6 days in France or something like that, I had like 3 or 4 weeks to learn it.
Holy hell!
But luckily I was like only doing my church job and stuff like that. So I basically just like would go into the practice room and practice for an hour, and then take a walk, and then practice for an hour, and then take a walk, and I would do between 2 and 6 hour practice, and it was
so mental torture.
Yeah, and the Italian recit was like, and like I had sung like a few songs in Italian at the time, so it was like, totally imposter syndrome. Elijah was in that too, also.
Really?
Yeah, he covered Commendatore.
Isn't that awesome? Elijah sings too.
Yeah,
he slays. Who coached you on your Italian and stuff? Like your voice teacher at the time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I went over to my voice teacher's house like 2 or 3 times or something, and
good for you.
And for like an hour and a half or so each time.
Wow, those are long stretches though.
Yeah, and he did the whole role with me, but I like taught it to myself. That was like later on in the process. It was like, okay, let's like do this together, and I'm very, very thankful for him and for doing that for me, because if it wasn't for that, I would have been so scared going in. I mean, I was scared going in. But,
sure. But with preparation and shit, like you feel ready enough to go do it. You had that opportunity.
And this was a free program. This is a free program in Floyd Knobs, Indiana, which is like right outside of Louisville, Kentucky, on the border of Indiana. And
wow.
Yeah, and it was like a free program with orchestra, and there was like professional like orchestra players that were like getting paid, and they were like teaching like student orchestra players that were also like in this free program. It was free for everybody involved, and that was how I met my current voice teacher that I study with now.
Wow.
Through that program, now in my master's program. Roosevelt University. Anyways, but yeah.
Wow.
So and then after that, so I was like, this is such a good experience, and like that was how we met. I met Will Johnson, who is Artemido in the Magic Flute in Centralia.
I love you, Will.
But like I talked to him and some of the other people that were in it, and it was like, it was kind of like a ragtag thing. Like it was put together fast, and like, it wasn't like a highly organized thing. Which I just like, I had come from doing like my little thing at my university, like, high school community plays and stuff like that. So it was like I didn't feel that it was like unorganized,
Yeah.
But so I didn't feel that it was unorganized. I was just like happy to be there, happy to be singing, and like singing with people that sound so good. I was like, I do not belong here. So anyways, I was like, these guys are so good. Like I didn't know that singing could sound this good. Like hearing Will Johnson was like a mind-blowing experience to me. Singing, doing or whatever.
Just like that.
But it was like, no, but I was like, it was like glorious. And I was like, oh my, and that was like the Zitz probe, hearing everybody else was whenever I was like, oh, I really, really like this.
Yeah.
And I was so thankful to be there. So thankful for everybody that was involved. Like so much for
what a cool experience.
For Gabe and Ian that started the thing, for
Insane.
Alexis Inyart who conducted and taught me so much, and Evan Bravos who's my teacher now. Like they gave me so much time and helped me do this thing, and I'm so thankful for it. And everybody else that sang in it, I mean, it was so cool, and I'm
sick.
so lucky. I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
It's such baritone privilege, like totally nothing I did was
but you did put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, I learned it, and I learned it, and I think I sang it well. But like everybody's learning and singing well,
Yeah.
So like that was my experience, and then graduated, or I was like finishing my music ed degree. So I was like in public school, doing my my student teaching, and that's a whole other thing we can talk about.
Would love to. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, so I want to do more opera, and at this point I had sort of decided that I was going to come to Chicago, and so I was like, let me do a program in Chicago so I can sort of figure out what it's like to be there. And I
didn't realize that's how you made the
that's why I did the Chicago Summer Opera.
Chicago Summer Opera,
which like, I mean, I paid to do like $1,500 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Philip also did CSO.
and it was a good experience, and I know other people that have not had a good experience there. But it was like a fine experience, but it was not. I was like, I'm paying to do this. I'm not being treated as well as I was in Indiana to like do this thing,
We could talk 5 ever about
and I like doing that made me realize like, and seeing like so talented sopranos like paying like hundreds of dollars to come and sing the like little kid role and whatever, and it's like.
And it's a lot to process. It's like, oh, this is what is happening here in this industry.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm so lucky to get this experience, and I see like, my soprano friends that are like working so hard to get by. I'm like, I don't think it needs to be like this. Why is it like this?
Yeah.
And that was sort of like, and that was happening in tandem with Elijah and I talking about starting something in our hometown to just give back and promote singing, which we initially thought like, let's do like maybe like a singing camp, that like a choir festival or something like that. And then it's like, oh well, maybe we should have singers come, and then it sort of developed, let's do a full opera. We were going to do it with piano, and then like a month before I was like, I think we can get an orchestra. And Elijah's like, you think we can get an orchestra? I'm like, yeah. So then we did that. But like I was having both these things. So it was like I'm working to start something to give back to my community, and also I have so many soprano mezzo friends that are like totally working so hard, singing so well, and just not getting stuff, So I'm like, you know what? I think I can make something that's beneficial for my soprano mezzo friends, that's fun for me and Elijah, and that also gives back to the community. And that's how the Centralia Opera got started. And
it worked out great.
And it worked. Yeah, I think it worked out. But yeah, so that's
so you did CSO, and then you went to Roosevelt.
Yep.
And now we're at Roosevelt. He's at Roosevelt, not me.
Yep.
And now we're just working through that degree. Yep. That's crazy.
Yep. I'm almost
Holy
done.
hell.
I'm almost done. And I'm ready to be done.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah. School's hard.
Maybe we can talk about another one after.
Oh, yeah. We're like, okay, so we're going to talk about this, and let's help you guys stick around. Yeah, no, that's like, I'm trying to think. So like yours, well, first of all, you started off in a totally different degree, like music ed. You were like, well, yes.
Yeah. And then my master's is in performance. Yeah.
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 Freaking
Yeah, so that's mine, and
So
I know
that's me.
there's Sopranos that
Yeah.
are listening. They're like that
No,
privileged asshole, and it's true. It's true, and I'm really thankful for it.
Yeah, everyone's looking at Caden right now and they're like, clearly he's such a privileged asshole. Like on the whole, no, no, like you.
Well, and I sometimes I am. like
Do you know how
fully
many
I am.
people wouldn't necessarily
you know.
acknowledge that privilege? Like that's huge. You're self-working.
Sure, but the bar's on the floor.
Listen,
Anyways,
Well,
and then you
I
grew up in Schaumburg, right?
LOL.
Outside of the
Yep.
medieval times.
I lived at medieval times, guys. I grew up there. My house is there. Pull out.
You rode a horse to school.
Yeah, no, like literally. So, yeah, I grew up in Schaumburg, Illinois, and basically oh God, when did I grew up doing dance. I loved to dance. That was really fun. And low-key, my first time like singing publicly, I'm thinking back. I actually had people at work recently ask me like, so when did you like first sing? Like, what was that?
Oh yeah.
And basically, my elementary school was having a talent show.
Yes.
And I told my mom, I was like, this looks fun. Like, I think I want to do something. And she was like, hell yeah, girl.
Were you like singing in your bedroom like at the time? Like
A little bit. I always like asked
Yeah.
for music growing up. Like, I was like learning to talk, and I'd be like, Mick. Like, like if I wanted them to play music, I'd be like, Mick, like, please.
Oh,
put
that's
that shit on.
music.
Yeah, I'd be like, music, please. But I'd be singing like la-di-da, like whatever the hell.
Yeah.
But I loved the Backyardigans. Y'all know.
Yeah, Pablo's my man.
Yes, you get it. So I loved the Backyardigans, and I was like, I don't know, Mom, I think I want to do something Backyardigans, and I love the Backyardigan songs. And she was like, would you want to like sing and dance? I was like, yeah, girl. And so I did a mashup of Backyardigan songs for the talent show, but like from just the superhero episode. Where it's like,
It's good.
do you know? And I think my like act was called like To the Tower of Power, because like that was what the episode was called. And I remember auditioning. You had to audition for the talent show in elementary school.
Yes.
And you know how when you're 5 years old, you think like a sixth grader is like 30. Like
Yeah.
you look at them and you're like, you're the oldest person that ever lived.
Oh my
and I was in
You're the youngest person.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that on the way here.
I think I said it to someone yesterday.
I was like, that's what I was like thinking about. That's what young artists stuff feels
You're
like.
the youngest person that ever lived.
It's like you're 30 and you're in the young artist program. It's like you're the youngest person. Whatever.
No, I know
Anyways.
exactly what you're saying. So literally, like, I'm in line to like audition, and I was so nervous for this audition. And this like sixth grader, like I was crying. I was 5 years old and like about to audition, like a 5-minute long singing and dancing act. Like my mom helped me like come up with choreo, like for this dance. Please, it's like jazz squares, like doing this, like whatever. But my mom like helped me come up with a little act, and I remember like our librarian was on the panel. I thought she was so cool. But I
On
was
the
like,
panel.
she's
That's so
scary.
funny.
And I was like, oh my God. And the sixth grader like comforted me, and she was like, you're gonna be so good. Like all that matters is that you just have fun. And I was like, so true, girl. I feel better. Thinking I'd heard like the wisdom of the gods. And I did the audition, and they were
That's
like,
so
you're
cool.
good, girl. The acts were only
So if
supposed
it
to be
wasn't
like
for
2
that
minutes
sixth
long.
grade
Girl, for real. And I remember
you'd have
my
a job.
kindergarten
You'd have
teacher
a
was
you'd
really
have a full
supportive
time
too.
job and a salary.
I know.
You have a
So,
full-time job
It
now,
was
but-
like crazy. It's like shout out to her. I wish I knew your name. And also my kindergarten teacher was really supportive, and obviously my mom, and obviously my family and everything. They were like, this is really cool, girl. And so I really enjoyed like singing and dancing, but I didn't really do any other singing until like, well, I don't know. We had like, I almost said my elementary school name. We had like elementary school name Idol, and like I did that when I was
that's cool.
8, and that was fun, and I would sing like pop songs or whatever. But basically I didn't do my first like musical, because my bug was musical theater. And I did The Music Man when I was 10, and I was so mad I wasn't a Shapoopy girl. They like let all the older girls be the Shapoopy girls, and I wanted to be a Shapoopy girl. I remember I was such a stink. I would like turn to my friends and be like, I look old enough to be a shapoopy girl, right?
That's so
this is
funny.
ridiculous. And I wasn't bitter about anything. I was very happy-go-lucky, easy to please. But and that was fun. And I remember really enjoying it. And so when I got to middle school, I was like, well, they do musicals. Like, I'll do that. Like, that's fun. We did Thoroughly Modern Millie Jr. in 7th grade. And
Nice.
my first role was Miss Flannery, like the old like boss of all the stenographers. So I started off playing old ladies because the next year, I don't think I've told you this. And then the next year,
That's funny.
For 8th grade, my middle school was only 7th and 8th grade. My elementary school was kindergarten through 6th grade. So 7th and 8th grade.
See, that's like the Soprano thing. It's like my first role, I was an old lady, and it's like if you're a male voice that can like stand up and breathe,
They're like, Don Giovanni.
they're like Conrad Birdie, get on up there, and the kid's like,
He's the one. He like forgets 80% of his lines. Yeah. King.
oh, it's so funny. It's
No.
so funny that it's even there, you know.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, anyways.
No, you're so good. So then in 8th grade, we did High School Musical Junior.
Yeah.
And I played Miss Darbus, the drama teacher. I like low-key want to find pictures because it's crazy. I like borrowed clothes from like my grandma's closet or something to like look old and whatever, because like you had to supply your own costumes, right? So that was fine. But I remember being like, I want to play pretty young girl. Like, I don't know. I don't want to play old ladies forever. I was scared I was going to play old ladies forever. Because, like, I was so weird in middle school. Like, you know, the girls playing Gabriella and, like, the actual roles, like, they were like, and I was like, wow, one day, maybe. Like, I don't know. So that was fine. And I remember in freshman year of high school, I was like, well, I definitely want to keep doing this. It's so fun. Join drama club, like, whatever. And I remember, so our high school did 2 plays and a musical in the spring. And I didn't know the difference between plays and musicals yet, because you know how people talk. They're like, oh, that play that you're in, and it's a musical, like, whatever. So
you're in an opera, and people are like, oh, how's your play going? I'm like, it's going good. Well, I usually call it, like, play practice.
Yeah.
Even,
I'm going to play practice,
like,
girl. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
But literally, I remember the first play that we did, it was like fall of my freshman year of high school. We were doing Charlotte's Web, and I was playing a chicken and one of the baby spiders at the end. And I remember asking my friend Colin, hi Colin, if you're watching this, I don't know if you're watching this, but Colin McGonigal is wonderful. And I remember asking him, I was so stupid. It was literally Tech Week for Charlotte's Web, and I'm like, so is there not going to be any music in this? It's a play. Like, no, there's no music in this. Like, it's a play. And Colin said that. He was like, oh, like, it's a play. Like, I don't think there's any music. I was like, oh. Like, horrified. I didn't understand that could happen.
That's funny.
And funny enough, in that same breath, Colin had mentioned that he had, like, been in an opera before. And I remember asking Colin, I was like, so what's the difference between a musical and an opera? Like, what is that? And he said, like, oh, like, an opera is sung all the way through. And so I was like, oh, like, that's the distinguishing mark. And that was like all the knowledge I had for all of high school. And that was like fine and fun. And I did my musicals and enjoyed them. I was in the chorus what do they call it? The ensemble. Good morning. In the ensemble freshman year musical, did all the plays, like, whatever. And then sophomore year, I student directed one of the plays.
Oh,
that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Shout out to the directors. They were super sweet, and it was very nice of them to entrust me with that opportunity. But I enjoyed just like being helpful off stage too, which was nice to like figure out, and just like leading and like helping people with dialects, because we did a lot of like British comedy shows. Yeah, we did like a lot of
in
like
high school.
comedic
So y'all did accents in high school.
Yes,
that's funny. We did accents too, but it wasn't on purpose.
No, like, don't even worry.
Beauty and the Beast was set in the South.
Oh shit, Bale.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I love it. I used to like coach people on
Not
dialects
really. It wasn't
and
that
stuff.
bad.
It
Actually,
was fun.
my accent is like kind of strong even for Southern Illinois. Well, I don't know.
It just comes out now and again.
It really depends though.
Yeah.
Because like some people are like, oh my God, Caden, you sound like Larry the Cable Guy, and then other people are like, what? You have an accent? You know, even from Southern Illinois, people are like that, which is interesting. But anyways,
no, yours comes out now and again, and I'm like, he really is from the South. That's crazy.
It's really not. I mean, it's like Southern Illinois. It's its own thing.
There's other people I know.
People
that
will
are
get
like
mad
this.
if you say Southern Illinois is the South, but also like
He's not from the South. He's from Southern Illinois.
from Southern
It's
Illinois.
different. I never said he was from the South.
Anyways, yeah, but
Me making
but,
a note
yeah.
for everyone watching this. So where the hell was I? Anyways, so it was by the time I was like 16. I also was like doing like the talent shows in high school and stuff with my good friends in high school. We would do like a duo musical act like every year. And I remember sophomore year we did the Angel of Music scene for the talent show. And my friend
What's
Olivia, it's from Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Me thinking I said Phantom of the Opera. Hey, Phantom of the Opera, like the original.
The Angel of Music. Yeah.
But it was like the part where Meg is there, and
Yeah.
and she's like, "Who is this fucking teacher?" Like it's that scene, and I'm like, "Girl, I don't know, like, but he's beautiful." Like that's like literally the
Okay,
scene.
so you were Christine and the
Yes, I was Christine and she was Meg. And I remember I like walked down the stairs of the auditorium, like from the audience. And that was like my first time like trying to sing operatically publicly.
That's cool.
And it was just like fun. And
Yeah.
that was when my, every school has like a accompanist or whatever. And the accompanist, Beverly Tibbs, if you're watching this, I love you. She was like, have you thought about like doing voice lessons or whatever? Like, that would be slay for you. Like, you should really consider this. I was like, oh, but like, what does that mean? Like, doesn't that mean that like changes your voice? What if that changes my voice forever? Like, I was like scared. And honestly, there were other family members in my life that were like, well, I don't know if you should take voice lessons. Like, that could change your voice forever, like for the worse. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, you're right. Like, maybe I shouldn't. And I remember also being really frustrated because at my high school, they made you take 2 years of a language. For like college apps and everything, and I couldn't fit in my schedule. I couldn't fit in my schedule doing choir and a language. So I knew I had to do like a language for the first 2 years. So freshman, sophomore year, I did German, and I felt left out all the time because all the baddies in the musical were also in choir, and so they'd always be talking about choir tea, and I was like, I want to do choir, and all the pieces they did like sounded cool, like whatever, and so. The accompanist had put this worm in my ear, and I had friends that were like, hey, I really like this voice teacher. She's really good. Mary Laguerre. She's really awesome, and I love her and miss her. And she is the one who I eventually saw. Basically, I kind of realized that I should see someone. Once the sophomore year musical rolled around, we did Thoroughly Modern Millie again. And I did my audition and I felt okay. I did like a Guys and Dolls song, whatever.
Yeah.
Like figured out a cut for the first time. And I like didn't expect anything. Like I was hopeful. Like I was hopeful for like Dorothy or something because I knew I leaned more head voicey, whatever. And the cast list came out and I was the Millie understudy. And that was crazy. I don't think I've told you about this either. And that was like a huge gag. And everyone was really gagged for me. And that was like really huge. And I actually did have a run as Millie.
Titular role.
Titular role. Millie, Thoroughly Modern Millie. And I did have a run for the school performances, which was like even more of a gag because that's what you care about more. It's like everyone at school is watching. Like every period we would put on a different section of the show. And so we basically got through the whole show, but just like with different periods of people. And it was like really scary in some ways because I did not know how to belt at all. That is like Sutton Foster, like you are belting. And I remember the choir teacher, Anna Espel, love her. She actually came to my graduate recital too. It was really nice of her to come out and see that. But basically she would like, I wasn't even in choir, but she would have little mini lessons with me for like 15 minutes out of my lunch period to be like, so like this is like you think like you think and I was like, okay girl, like forward. I'm so serious. And it did help a little bit. And once I kind of put that together
Anyways.
No, I know.
That's just me.
I wasn't at the time. I was like, I mixed everything, but my mix wasn't awful. It was just like, to love, like,
Yeah.
like I wasn't actually belting, but I tried my best to make it happen, and people liked my Millie, which was nice. And but then I realized, oh, if this just like helps you figure stuff out, then
So that
I'll
was
do
Schaumburg
lessons.
High School?
Yes.
Big time.
Big time. It's real fun.
Big time.
And that was also when I kind of got the bug of like, I would love to do this. Like, people think I could do this. I would love to like do this. So from there, I was kind of like, well, shoot, let me look into BFAs in musical theater. I very much was of the mindset of like, I don't see myself being good at anything else, which I have certain feelings
that's an
about
interesting
looking back.
thing. We could talk forever about that if you.
Oh my God,
if you wanted,
we could.
If you can't imagine yourself doing if you can imagine yourself doing anything else, do that. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God.
I don't know.
That's its own whole thing.
Maybe there's a little bit of truth to that, but also. Yeah.
It's
anyways.
crazy. But it's like, I didn't like math. Like, English was fine. English was like my favorite subject, but I didn't like anything enough to where I kind of had this mindset of, oh my God, when I go to college and pursue like a major, they say all you do is you take classes in that major. And all I could think about was how I wanted to be done with English. I want to be done with math. I was tired of taking gen eds and everything, which was so funny because I went to a liberal arts college and took a million more gen eds. Yeah, I know. I low-key was like, I want to be in a conservatory so I don't have to take like regular classes.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I was thinking at the time. And regardless, I was like, let's do a BFA in musical theater. And so I went to I started studying with a voice teacher. I started studying with Mary, and things were going well. I mostly sang like legit rep. I didn't do much belting at all, but she encouraged me to go to like a musical theater intensive. And I went to the Cincinnati College of Music's like summer musical theater intensive. They had like a vocal performance one, a musical theater one, and like an acting one.
Was that like CCM?
Mm-hmm. It was CCM. And I went there the summer going into my senior year. And I was kind of like mind blown because it really did give an insight into the musical theater industry. Like, they had like former Broadway people there that were like helping train us, and we did like intense dance classes. I was taking dance throughout this time, but like it was like rigorous dance classes every day, like voice master classes every day, like informational like lectures about like what to expect in the industry. How should your resume look? Blah, 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 blah. Applying to college. That was a big one. Applying to college. And so I was learning
BFA
a lot.
audition circuit.
Hell,
I'm
and
so
everyone,
glad I didn't do that. Coley did that because she started as a musical theater major. Yeah, and she auditioned.
Her and I need to talk.
Everywhere, and yeah.
Do you know how many schools she auditioned for? Because please.
Oh, it was like more than 10.
Yep.
I don't know exactly.
And
how
all my
many, but it
roommates
was
at
a lot.
CCM,
And
they were like, so I'm
travel
applying to
and,
like 15. And I'm like, and that's what they said you
Yeah.
should do in the things. They were like, so you should apply to 5 million of these, and go to Unifieds and do everything.
Yeah.
I would love to.
It's like
Let's get her in here for that.
Well, I applied to just for my undergrad, just like
Yeah.
out of nowhere. I applied to 3 and only auditioned at 2, and then just like was like, Evan, you pick, to my friend.
You pick.
Because my scholarships were the same for both of them, so it's like, you know.
Spoiler alert, I ultimately, I'll explain more about CCM in a second, but like at the end I was like, well, I guess I'll just apply to vocal performance and musical theater and see what happens. That ultimately didn't happen. I wound up going just vocal performance, but the only reason I even got there was going into this intensive. By junior year, I had started in choir. I loved choir. I went to like the District 7, like whatever ILMEA stuff. I didn't make it to All-State that year, but like I was like, wow, I love choir. I love being good at choir. I love singing classically. So the choir bug had bitten me by then, and my choir teacher was like, so you should think about a degree in vocal performance. And I was like Loki, what does that even mean? Like, what does that entail? Had no clue. I was like Googling it for reals.
Yeah.
And what I was finding was like, oh, classical music. Like, okay, well, like I like singing in other languages. I'm kind of telling this story out of order, but also during my junior year, before this intensive had even happened, found out we had a concerto aria competition at school.
Yeah.
I was in orchestra since I was like 10. I like played violin and I loved orchestra, but I also knew it wasn't like
But you sang for that.
Well, yeah, I
And
was
you
like,
sang.
I asked my orchestra teacher, I was like, hey, so
Yeah.
can singers do this? And she was like, well, no one's ever really done it, but like, yeah. So I went home when she said that and I Googled opera concertos. I was like singing concertos, like trying to figure it out. And I was like, oh, okay. Like after a few Googles, I was like, they call them arias. Like, okay. So I was like, all right. And then I'm like, top 10 opera arias for sopranos.
Funny.
And I found Dvorak's Song to the Moon. And I already knew I loved Dvorak. I knew my orchestra teacher loved Dvorak.
That's such a good song, though.
It's banger.
Shrek me, Shrek me.
And that's what she said. That's what she literally said. And that's what I said.
How did you do the check at that point? I mean, that thing is long, too.
Great question. I Googled it. I found the text.
Just like pronunciation guide, YouTube videos.
I pulled up on Google Images, like what each letter in the like Czech language was supposed to be pronounced.
That's crazy.
Like I was just doing it by myself. I was like, whatever, like let me just like figure out how to say it. And I like did my best. And I was so nervous to bring it to my voice teacher. I was like, so I decided to do this thing.
That's cool.
Can you tell me if I'm doing it okay, or if I should even do this? Like, if you need me to not do it, like, I understand.
It's so funny, those early things, because Elijah and I did a early thing where I sang Nessun Dorma with the Centralia Bell Tower. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. That video exists, but you have to go really deep to find it. Exists. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna find it. It's hard to find, and I'm not gonna tell you where to find it.
That was me about this, though. I was like, Caden, no.
Yeah, but that video is actually not bad. Okay. That video is really nice.
You're nice.
My Nessun Dorma was not.
I would like to see
It's such a good one to just like fire off and crack. Vino so good. It's like the one. It's like the best voice crack song.
I am the one though. That's what you said. So
that's funny.
Anyways, so I like threw that shit together, and you have to compete. Like instrumentalists in the orchestra were like, so I'm going to do the concerto aria competition. And it was only called the concerto competition. They started calling it the concerto aria competition after I did that. But cool. I did wind up winning. I very last minute got an accompanist for the audition. I remember like I realized last minute, I was like, I need an accompanist. I found the music on Music Notes, like musicnotes.com. I found the accompaniment for it. And the French horn player, her name was Akira. She was really cool. Shout out Akira. She also played piano. She like is insane. She was like, yeah, let me just like look at this real quick. Let's rehearse it real quick. Okay, let's go in for your audition. And I wound up winning. That's cool. I performed it with orchestra at 16, and that was really slight. It was not like perfect by any means.
That video is on YouTube, and it's good. It's nice to me. It's nice.
You're sweet. It was good for 16.
Yeah,
so
it's really good for 16. Especially. It was then. But
I realized I liked singing in other languages, and at the time I was like, no one else likes singing in other languages. That's unique, and like I thought
that's
it was
funny.
I like thought it was special, whatever. Yeah. And I go to this intensive. And
I remember that though, like doing solo and ensemble in high school. Like I did one my senior year. No one has
ever done this.
But I was like, what's a little boy from Southern Illinois doing? You know, which is like also what my grandpa still says.
It's all about your environment.
My grandpa introduces me as, this is Caden. He's my grandson. He's from Chicago. I'm like, Grandpa, I'm from Centralia. I live.
You watched me grow up.
You were there. It's like I live, and I don't even live in Chicago. I live way out. Yeah,
he's a legend. I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. He is the best.
He is the best.
Not to bring him on the podcast.
That's our
it would be like 4 hours
of him just talking.
And so when Caden was young, he really liked nutcrackers, and he had in my.
That would be the whole episode. We don't even say a word. We just sit next to him and let him talk.
It's so funny.
I love him so much. Anyway, shit.
We'll bring him on the podcast.
He needs to be a guest. I fear he needs to be a guest. There's no say in the matter.
I really do love my grandpa.
He's so best. Cool. The reason I know Caden's grandpa is because after we had done a concert,
he came to the concerts.
Yeah, he came to the concerts, and Philip and I were like about to drive home. Philip and I
like a 4-hour drive, grandpa. And then my grandpa was like, "Wait, I need to talk to you for an hour and a half."
So serious. And we were in the walkway of the building, like in the doorway. So we were blocking everybody, and everyone was like, "Okay, bye." Like, whatever.
Yeah, I love
him. Oh, so anyways,
Grandpa's probably gonna watch this. If anybody's
Really?
gonna watch it, yeah. Hey, Grandpa and Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Queens, kings. I'm trying to think about where I was. Where was I?
You thought you were that girl for singing in foreign language.
So I was like, okay, cool. I know how to do this. And that was fun, and I enjoyed it. That was very slay. So I go into this intensive, and like I'm surrounded by the musical theater world. And I'm like, so this is what this really is. I also had some teachers in that program. Like everyone there was great, and a lot of the masterclass people were great. Some of the masterclass people were like, so you should consider classical. And I was like, damn, not the first time I've heard this. Okay. But some of them were like really brutal in the sense that like they were, and it wasn't just to me, like they clearly had some angst about their own careers that they were taking out onto students. And that was the first time I clocked to that in a teacher. That could be its own whole thing we talk about. But anyways, there were these, alongside the musical theater program was also a vocal performance program for the baddies who wanted to go into vocal performance, and they already knew this. There was like 9 people in that program. I think it was all women. I don't think there was a single guy in that program.
Yeah.
And we all were in the same dorm. And so I would talk to them about what they were doing. I'm like, so what are you guys even studying? Like, what's y'all's tea? Like, what are you guys working on in your program? They're like, oh, we'll do like diction classes and work on language. And it's really fun. And I remember they had a group class about what is opera for everyone, even the musical theater people. And they were like, well, it started in the 1600s in Italy, and this is when this merged, and this is when this became that, and the big sets, and people love it for the drama and the sets. And the whole thing is they can hear without a microphone. And that was the first time I was like clocking all of this about opera.
That's
and
interesting.
It was a 2-week program. In the weekend in between, we all went to the Cincinnati Opera House to see La Boheme. Like everyone in all 3 programs, acting, theater, and voice. And that was the first time I saw an opera, was to see La Boheme at Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. The first time I was actually like introduced to opera was like, I mean, I played electric guitar and was like a rock guy.
You're with a rock guy.
Yeah. But I saw this interview with Miles Kennedy, and he was like, yeah, I study like classical technique or whatever. So I was like, oh, classical singing, that's interesting. I was watching like videos of Pavarotti. This was like kind of like probably my last year of high school and like kind of during COVID, but like whenever I was going to go to school to music. So, but that was like a very, very like, you know,
it was the Pavarotti gateway drug.
It was like tangential to like, I wanted to sing rock, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, and you were saying you went to see La Boheme.
Yeah, and that was low-key pivotal because I was a huge
La Boheme is such a good first opera because I watched that Pavarotti.
Well, you were
recording.
a rock guy. You should like you probably get it.
And I liked Rent a lot too. So
I in high school. When did you like fall in love with Rent? Like when was like your era for Rent?
Oh, yeah. It would have been around that. It was around that same time.
Yeah, I was like
because
literally
Adam
like,
Pascal also sings just like Miles Kennedy, and so I was like figuring that out. And then also like opera, and like La Boheme, like Rent is based on La Boheme, and think about opera technique and stuff like that. So I think I did watch the whole thing on YouTube, and that was like my first opera that I watched. Then the first one I watched in person was like in St. Louis, my like probably my second year of college.
What show did you see?
Oh, it was either Magic Flute or Tosca.
Period.
I don't remember which one I saw first.
I haven't seen Tosca yet.
That's like one of the best
I haven't
to me.
seen it yet.
To me, that's one of my favorites.
Okay,
but yeah.
Okay. Oh, but like I was a huge Rent head, so I was like having the time of my life watching La Boheme and being like, oh, that's this character, and this is that, and like, oh, I see why they made Mimi and Real Rent like this bitch in this because of the candle and like whatever the hell. I had so much fun like doing that, but also the gag was like I remember like loving Mimi as a character in Rent. Yeah. But thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, like, I don't know if I'd ever play Mimi because, like, well, A, not my demographic, but B, like, belty as hell. Like, that's, like, not what I was doing. But then when I heard...
Oh, yeah.
There's something about, like, she sings the way I sing naturally, but it's so powerful. There's
soul. That is a good song.
It is that, but it completely changed shit for me. I was like, she sings like using like what I would say at the time, like head voice technique, but
Yeah.
like so powerful. Like I want to sound
That's cool.
powerful like that. That was when shit changed because I was like, if there's a way to sing like that and sound powerful, I want to do that. And like, I want to be that bitch that's doing that right now. So there is a video actually of Nicole Carr singing "See Me, Chiamano Mimi," and it's like her acting, like yeah, great voice, but like her acting in that video. I'll have to like show a screenshot of like what it is, but it's a video of her singing "See Me, Chiamano" that like through all of undergrad was like, this is why I do this, you know.
Nice.
But Cincinnati Opera slayed with La Boheme and converted me, and that was huge. And so I went back. I was still kind of in denial. I was like, but I love musical theater. Like that was my whole dilemma.
So was this like your senior year of high school then?
Now we've started senior year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, like I love
And you're
both or
thinking-
whatever. And
you're
so
like signing up for auditions and stuff.
finding schools, yeah, to apply
And so
to.
you were signing up for BFA auditions
At
and
first.
then also doing vocal
I think I only
performance
signed up
auditions
for like
too.
1 or 2 BFAs, and both of the schools I applied to accidentally, like I only did like the academic acceptance. So I was like, oh, I guess
yeah.
I'm destined to do vocal performance. That's like fine. So I just went vocal performance. I think where the hell did I apply? No, did you apply? Roosevelt. I applied to Roosevelt.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told you that. Roosevelt, Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah.
That is ultimately where I wound up going. And low key, what sold me on Wesleyan was for anyone who's like in that era where they're like, I'm in college or like I'm planning to go to college in case you're watching, like it was how nice the people were there at IWU
Yeah.
and how much they respected
Yeah.
like each individual person. And like me as a prospective student, they were like, yeah, come sit in on a choir. Oh, sing with us for choir. We're rehearsing our choral music. So they had a
Yeah.
packet of music for me to sing. And like,
It's a little bit culty how they get you.
oh, I love it.
It's like
Oh, I love it.
it's like
Oh, I acknowledge
like
it
yes,
fully,
come
though.
in and we're gonna be so nice to you. And then you get in and it's like
Except that they did walk the walk. Like it was serious though.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But you know,
well,
how
I mean,
choirs are.
you are as a teacher. Like I even feel that way, like teaching
Yeah?
my high school students, and it's like, it's because I want to give them the best experience, and my community college students too. It's like I want to give them the best experience with singing and guide them in the direction that they want to go. But especially recently, and especially with like my community college students, and I'm like, you know, this is really good, and I want you to love it, but also. There's a lot that's really, really hard about it.
Oh my God.
That hopefully we can change a little bit for
Yeah,
the better.
absolutely.
And maybe we'll with this,
Yeah, hopefully.
or we just become people with podcasts
podcast that no one
and
listens
become
to.
insufferable.
And no one listens to us. Yeah, no, like it. There's something about a good choral experience. I was itching
Yeah.
for a good choral
Yeah.
experience because you know that feeling in high school choir where you're like, well, this is fun, but like I'm a little frustrated by this like diva 2 doors down from me that's a little flat and like I know I'm singing up here, but like and this ensemble could be so good, but like I just really want to be with a good ensemble.
I feel like
wanna
that's
grow my
one. I feel like that's one of my
musicianship.
strengths is like making a not good choir sound much better.
Yeah, you kinda
like.
say
I don't
that.
think. I don't think.
You
I'm,
can own that,
I
yeah.
don't think I'm good. I don't think I'm like top tier good choir singer. But I think like my experience has made me a really good choir singer for a bad choir. Like I'll make the bad choir sound much better. I'm not going to contribute at all to a really good choir. You know? it's like a separate skill set. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay, sure. Whatever. But I love choral music. That's my shit. And like the high floaty soprano garbage, like that was my tea. And I was actually this is its own story. But like I saw the Illinois Wesleyan Collegiate Choir. I knew they toured internationally. I knew they toured nationally every year. And I was like, I love this. And low-key, like there was a mistake that kept getting made during the rehearsal. And I like turned to my partner who I'm like kind of sharing a music with. I'm like, isn't this like that? Like, isn't this that? And like we kept going back and the director
Yeah.
kept getting frustrated. He's like, well, this isn't right and blah, blah, blah. And low-key, that upperclassman spoke for me. She was like, hey Ferg, like this is that note. And he was like, oh shit, all right. Like like it was tea.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did that. Like whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just felt very like you show up
Those
to a place and
things
you know it's for
are-
you.
Yeah.
And
Gathering
it's
those
fun.
things that make you be like, you know what, I kind of am contributing, you know?
Yeah. And like, oh, this
Yeah.
is for me. So wound up going to IWU for vocal performance. And in terms of like how that propelled me into opera, I acquired a lot of knowledge about opera, like on a historical sense and blah, blah, blah. You do the degree, you do the year training, whatever. But also what propelled me towards opera, what propelled me towards IWU was it's an all undergrad institution. So
I didn't realize that. That makes sense, though.
There were no grad students there.
Yeah.
But they were still putting on operas every year. So first year I was there, they don't let freshmen do the opera. Makes sense. I think, low-key. Looking back, I was like, no, like, what are you doing? But, that makes sense.
And here I am putting high schoolers and, junior high students, too, in operas.
Yeah. Well, chorus is one thing. I think it's fine to do chorus. I think they gave in my sophomore year. They were like, let the freshmen have the chorus. It's fine.
Yeah.
They needed people. So, like, they did, like, a Mall in the Night Visitors, and...
I was recruiting people for the Magic Flute chorus, which, like, didn't end up really happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, Elijah and I, this is like guerrilla marketing, which is like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to this acting thing and there were like people acting and there was like some really, really talented actors doing like scenes. It was like the adult acting class at the community center. So we went because that was the building we were using and we were there and wanted to just kind of see people and support. But I was like, I asked all the actors, like, hey, do you want to sing do you want to sing in this chorus? And there was one guy that I was like, hey, do you sing? Love to get you in the chorus of our Magic Flute. He was like, no, I don't sing. I rap. I'm like, good enough. We'll put you in the bass section.
Get in there.
It's like,
get in there,
that ended up
we
not
need
happening.
You.
But this coming year, we're gonna have some rappers in the chorus and. Yeah, there may or may, it's about the passion.
That's
the
smart
sound.
though. The guerrilla marketing. Just get in there.
Yeah, I could talk about guerrilla marketing for small opera companies so much.
Great.
Like,
write that down.
It's like, I can do a church. Yeah, I can sing at a church service to get the, like.
Yeah. Well, Caden did that.
We don't need to go into that, but.
Well, he did that.
But I did that. Yeah.
Well, he did that. Shit. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It was.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? Sorry.
No, you're so bad. I'm like literally trying to think about it. I just know that. Oh, sorry. Opera at IWU.
Yeah.
Its own thing. Funny enough, so they were doing a Mall in the Night Visitors and. Trial by Jury, which is a little Gilbert and Sullivan opera, and Philip Duda had the lead in that show.
In a mall?
No, in Trial by Jury.
Oh,
so he played the defendant, which is like, please, this fuckboy
cool.
that like plays guitar and like skips around like this. It's so Philip coded. I'm like, hey,
that's awesome.
So yeah, that's fun. I was like, it paid off for me to not be in the show. I got to watch it.
Funny.
So that's how first time I saw Philip sing. Philip, my partner, is also a singer, which is really fun.
Yeah, he's great.
That's how we have this music room that we are sitting in right now. Thank you. So
that's funny.
Yeah, I know. So basically, watched the freshman year, but the next year, sophomore year, we did Cendrillon.
Yeah,
which is crazy. But we did it in English, please. And there were one or two cuts or whatever.
Yeah.
It was double cast.
Well, that one's weird because you can like put art songs in it, right? That's what Roosevelt's doing. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they're like putting in some art songs for people. Okay. I don't know if maybe that's not a standard thing. Yeah. Or no, it's the Viardot.
Oh.
The Viardot.
Yeah. Okay,
Which that may also still be weird. I don't really know.
It could be.
I don't really mess with
the Massenet one, I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, that's like crazy though. Oh, whatever. That's fun. I haven't done much research on the Viardot one. I'll have to look into that.
I don't know.
But
I sing Avant de Quitter and then that's it. That's my French. Yeah.
See y'all later.
Yep.
But anyways, Cendrillon went well, but that was my first time like learning a role for opera. Mm-hmm. The summer going into undergrad.
And you were also the titular role in Cendrillon, right?
The titular role.
Yeah.
The titular role of Cendrillon. But please kill me. My first time having like a true lead, we did like Into the Woods my senior year, and I did Cinderella, which was fun. And then like summer into undergrad, I did a community theater production of Ragtime. I don't even want to call it community theater. It was theater for young people. Shamrock Summer Theater. They were
community
wonderful.
Theater. I mean, there's such a vast like. You can have community theater that's like community theater,
right.
And then you can have community theater that's like better than professional shows. You know? Like,
imagine that, because please, it was an actually diverse cast of ragtime,
and that's what I want opera to be like. But that's like a whole other thing.
Continue watching, please. We have so much to talk about, because like shit, we could really dive into that. But like, please, they had like the Model T come on the stage. Like that was the moment, and
That's
I was mother
awesome.
in
Yeah,
ragtime,
that's cool.
so that was really cool. That was my first time being
Such
like,
a good show.
I have this role, and I must do something with it. This is
Yeah.
powerful. Let me continue to do this for the rest of my life. But yeah, I did Cendrillon, and then like, please, this is where it was like, okay, clearly you were at an undergrad institution, with like, you just needed to fill the role. We did Così fan tutte in Italian, a fair amount of cuts.
Yeah.
But that was the year 2020.
Cut the Mozart down.
Yeah, please.
Mozart's my favorite opera composer, but cut it down.
I'm a Mozart hoe too.
Nobody
I
wants
love
to
it.
be
I
there
love the
for
music.
4 hours.
Yeah, no.
Like sing La Ci Rem and then wrap it up.
Sing the
Anyways.
one baritone.
Yeah.
Soprano and
Yeah.
So basically, I did Fiordiligi, and like people would be like, "What were you doing giving a 20-year-old Fiordiligi?" But like it was just an undergrad
You do it.
place, and you
You
just
do
do it. And also, we just filmed it and put it up on YouTube because it was the pandemic, and we filmed it
Yeah.
in masks. So I'm singing like
And it was probably
Guitar,
good,
like,
you know? Oh, well, in the mask. But like,
really
you know,
hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just like did operas, and I had a lot of stage experience. Like, and that is also like I feel the need to give like and this is a privilege, like forewarning, because I know a lot of people that like, you know, went to conservatories, or even not even conservatories, like people I knew from DePaul who did their undergrad there, and they really
There's
did not get many
strengths-
opportunities
Strengths and
because
weaknesses
of the grad
about
students
every,
there. Exactly.
you know, it's like Indiana University. It's like there's a billion singers there, and they do great operas. But it's like, you know, you may do your doctorate and do one role. You know. It's not-
Yep. It's give and
But
take.
you get good. Yeah.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
And I was like really grateful
and
looking back,
you
because
sign up for it.
I felt comfortable handing my resume to people and being like, I have a somewhat decent list, and also got to do children's theater throughout the summers in undergrad. Like Illinois Wesleyan was great because like there was a hookup with a children's opera theater company there, and every summer I did stuff for them, even during the pandemic. Normally they would tour to elementary schools and like libraries and stuff, but I was in the pandemic era, so we just like filmed them, and those are also up on YouTube. I feel like half my stuff from undergrad is on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that was also a great experience, and that's kind of like how we got here. I went to DePaul for my master's, did that from 22 to 24.
And all of that is documented from like the second half of your undergrad.
Oh, God.
I mean, to now. like,
Yeah, on my TikTok.
Which is crazy.
Cameron be singing. Check it out. I post sometimes still, so
Yeah.
it's very fun.
And you're real on there too. You know, I mean, some of
Hi.
it is like, I'm gonna sight read this Christmas decoration, and that's cool.
and that worked out for me.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, which is cool. But then there's other stuff where you're like, I didn't get this audition, and I'm crying about it. And
Throwback.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's cool. And nobody was doing it back then. I mean, nobody's doing it now, but like, you know,
Yeah.
Thrilled to Announce is doing good work.
Yeah.
Doing good
Love
work.
you, thrilled to announce.
Yeah.
Let's get you on here.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
That would be cool.
yeah.
We got to go to New York.
That'd be fun.
Start spreading the news. so we can do a crossover podcast with Thrilled to Announce, and nobody will watch it.
Hey, everyone. I don't know, guys. This has been fun, but that's like basically been the journey. I feel like you and I could have a whole episode about grad school on its own, and its values, its demerits, like whatever. Demerits, is that a word?
I don't
Lack
know.
of merit. Who knows?
Yeah,
We could
yeah.
talk about it for 5 ever.
I'm with
but
you.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. So that's us. And
That's
what
like literally us.
We're going to be trying to talk about things that people don't talk about, and try to talk about things that maybe matter.
Maybe. Maybe.
And we'll laugh and
cry.
and try to talk to some interesting people, and maybe try to talk to you
Please.
about whatever
We'd
you've
love
got
to
going
talk to
on in
you.
your life.
We'd love to talk to you.
And we'll figure that out
Yeah.
between now and the next one, maybe.
It'll be
But yeah.
fun. We're just excited to be here.
Yeah,
with
so
you
that's
guys.
us. It'll be fun. It'll be
Yeah.
fun.
We'll talk to you guys
It'll be
soon.
All right.
Signing off.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sweet.